Oh, him.
Well, I just thought maybe we just jump right to...
Who? Barack Obama?
Yeah.
I love the way kids say it. Barack Obama? They ask me, where's Barack Obama? I was like, he's working.
So this fellow that occasionally you might want to push out a very low window.
Mm-hmm.
You, I'm going to kind of be all over the place because now you've opened the door to Barack Obama. So you meet this, you get this fancy job, right? You get this job at this very fancy law firm, and you're told that you're now going to be responsible for a summer intern, right? With as you say, you said with an odd name, Barack Obama. And this fellow, this with like a legendary status, right? One of the great minds ever, Harvard Law, like an impeccable...
That's what they were saying, but I was skeptical. So the partners were all raving about this kid who's a first year, and it's like, because one of the partners was his professor, and she had told him, this is one of the greatest minds, and this is what we were hearing, and he was coming, and I was like, this is probably a black man that can talk straight, and these folks are losing their minds over him. I was like, let me be the judge of how great he is, you know?
But it's unfortunate because he's late. I mean,
Well,
he's late.
That's how
Exactly.
he leads with late, dude, trifling. Are you gonna be one of the few black associates and be late? Okay, all right.
He's wet.
But even before that, though, I had to meet him via phone, so I had this image of him in my head that was based on what you might think a black guy who grew up in Hawaii named Barack Obama would look like.
Can you describe, like, can you paint a picture with words?
I mean, we all know what that's like. Hello, I'm Barack Obama. That's what I was like, there won't be any flavor. I'm not, so I'm imagining bland with a little extra Harvard on it, you know?
Bland with a dash of Harvard.
Dash of Harvard, yes. Until I called him, I had to call him, and that's when I heard his voice. And he was like, hello, this is Barack Obama. And, you know, I was like, what? And I looked at the phone like, because he had that voice, and I was like, I didn't expect that. So I'm all confused. It's like, this little nerdy dude has this voice, like a man, you know? So I didn't really know what to expect, and then he was late, so I was a little irritated
and wet, and didn't look like he'd actually uncomfortable in appropriate office attire, which is, who cares about that actually, right?
Well, and the other thing was, but that, you know, because I had my mind, I had my box checked, he's
right.
a summer associate, we're going to get through this and move him along. But he did have that swagger even then. I mean, because even though he was late, he was still like, oh man, I'm so sorry, I'm late. I stood up. And I was like, you aren't even sweating. You should be panicked. And he was like, you know, it's just, I'm so sorry. And then he had that walk, so he wasn't like rushing, he wasn't frantic. He had himself together, which, you know, I was sort of like, okay. You're gonna be late and cool about it too. You know? I was like, I kind of like that in you, dude.
That's a winning approach, actually.
That's the first time I said, okay, you're cute.
But then now I feel like this is a different description than the book. Well, because you claim that you felt nothing. Like, well, no, that there was no.
There was
So you would recognize.
Of just it's just like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see you. But I was immediately calling my friends going, there's a really cute guy you should meet. He's my summer associate. I'm not bothering with him. But, you know, so I was trying to hook him up. So, no, I recognized, you know, I could see him. And
you recognize quality.
Oh, yeah. I could see him right there.
Yes.
Quality.
Was there anybody in those, was there anybody?
Children are here, people.
Was it me or was it you? did I say something
No,
vulgar?
it's them. It's their
oh,
minds.
Them. Oh, it's you.